Well, folks, you found it. The most unprofessional little podcast there ever was. Ain't much else to say. Just sit back, sip on some whiskey, and be entertained. Because the Whiskey Bros are about to make love to your ears.
Juan Pablo can play the shit out of that little guitar, man.
I should have read these notes first. He sent these to me, and they looked awesome, but now I'm trying to make sense of them.
You didn't proofread what Clyde sent?
Clyde?
Yeah.
Fucking Clyde. Well,
we have a lot of pissed off people
shit. He
out
just
there, including Clyde.
Yeah, he texted me and said, "Don't talk about him on our show."
Oh,
Too
man.
late.
Too late, bro.
Too late.
All right, we can talk about that. Okay.
Yeah.
And it's been so long we're out of practice we forgot to turn the lights on too.
Got the lights. We barely got the cameras on.
Well,
They suck.
the unprofessionals. Today's wisdom is brought to you by the Unprofessionals Research Team.
Yeah.
We may be unprofessional, but we are undefeated. Because in a world of fake experts, only the unprofessionals can be trusted.
Clyde, you're so smart. Come up with that.
Proudly unqualified.
We are. We're going to make some T-shirts or something that just says the unprofessionals, and that's it.
What was the Untouchables, the movie where about
Kevin Costner?
Costner?
Yeah, it's like Mafia, right?
Yeah. He played
He was a
Chicagan mobster.
Yeah, the guy with the
Good God.
Chicago
Tommy gun.
mobster.
Yeah.
he was famous. Like he shot up a cafe
Al
or
Capone.
something.
Al Capone.
Well,
Yeah. That's
look
right.
at you coming to the fore.
Untouchables.
Yeah.
Is that a Barbie shirt you got on?
What?
I just noticed that. I've been with him the whole night. Just noticed you have a Barbie shirt.
A dude can't wear pink anymore?
I didn't say nothing about pink. I just asked if it was a Barbie
It was
shirt.
not the color in question. It was the the slogan insignia on your shirt.
Yeah, my daughter's got this for me.
Oh, nice.
Are
What's
you-
it? Does it say Barbie? I can't see it.
Yeah.
It's even got the Mattel trademark on it.
Yeah.
You are fabulous.
Yes.
Are you a Barbie girl dressed in a Barbie world?
Yes, he is.
I constantly question that.
Back in plastic. It's fantastic.
If his car was pink, it'd be the same right now. He drives a blue Tesla.
You can fix your hair and dress you everywhere.
I mean,
It's scary that you know that song so well.
yeah,
It
really.
was a really popular song about "Come on, Barbie, let's
I
go."
mean, you
Barbie.
can't doubt Barbie as a professional enterprise.
Oh no way!
She'd be rich. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, these people are making a shit ton of money off of our daughters.
I'm surprised it took so long to get a movie
Which
about
was,
Barbie.
I heard horrible.
I haven't watched it yet. You?
I have not.
I have
You're wearing a Barbie shirt, bro. Did you watch the movie?
Yeah.
no. I have not watched it.
We're gonna
I know you don't believe me. I don't.
We're gonna have to put that out on a poll.
Yeah.
Who believes Doc did watch the Barbie show and who did not?
If you
watch?
believe Doc watched Barbie, press 1 on the Doc line, or
Yeah.
press 2 if you do not believe.
Now we'll have to do a giveaway or something. Whoever wins, well,
how do we know?
Well, you'd have to be truthful, and then exactly. How would we ever know?
I think we'll ask Queen Bee.
Oh yeah, she'll tell us for sure
Yeah.
whether you have or not.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Good talk.
What do you? Yeah. So what do you think there?
I've just got to make an apology because it's been such a hiatus since
Have
we
y'all
were
been drinking up here?
No, we haven't.
No, man, that's probably the problem
That's
is.
true.
No, we haven't.
As a matter of fact,
Yeah,
I mean, Clyde put it on the show notes. You are abstaining from alcohol. Alcohol.
Me?
Yeah. It says,
Yes.
I mean,
that's what he
obviously not
wrote.
me.
Firebro abstains from alcohol.
Doctor's orders.
Wow. What's that about?
Doctor's orders. I had an event.
You listen to a doctor?
Yeah, my doctor.
Dr.
That's
Savage.
the one reason I didn't give a COVID jab, bro.
Dr. Savage would tell him to quit being a pussy and just drink more.
And those people die a very short lifespan and a pretty horrific death at that.
That's Clyde just texted. We can't get to Dr. Savage. just yet.
Not yet. Not yet. Don't worry.
Too soon-
Don't,
too
don't
early.
worry. We ought to lead with a little bit of a teaser. Dr. Savage is making an appearance on this very show again tonight.
What were
Did
you
he
saying?
put that in the note? Yeah, he did.
What were you saying though?
Oh, yeah. No, he had an
something
event.
about-
Yeah. Fire Bro had a event.
Cardiac event that did scare me a little bit.
We don't know that it was cardiac, though.
It was cardiac.
We don't know that.
I mean,
my heart rate went from
hey, you can't
80
say
to-
I listen to my doctor all the time and then argue with him. You just can't.
160. Yes, your heart rate did go up. So I guess in some regard it was cardiac.
Oh, that thing went blurry. You see?
Yeah.
But
What are you? Did you just mix?
No, I was debating on
I thought you were making a suicide over here.
with whiskeys. I was debating on going with the Texas single malt first, but I chose the Irish blend first. 'cause it's
okay.
pretty weak.
yeah, we'll get there.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Okay,
get to
so
that.
Continue.
so this event, describe the event because it caused you to question who you are in life.
Not who I am.
Yeah,
just
trans.
what I do in
Okay,
life.
okay.
Yeah, no,
You
I
don't
didn't- I didn't have
identify
any
as an alcohol enthusiast.
He did call me and say he may have to stop eating steak.
No, I did.
Yeah.
Those words came out of my mouth. Never. That would be in God, don't smite me. Give me steak or give me death.
Are you praying now?
I mean, this happened like the next night after we had on the show with Rambo, and we were talking about God smiting people, and we were probably being smartasses.
So as this
I
is,
mean, we
what is
weren't.
going through your mind as this is happening? You had a tachycardic episode.
I have heart flutters. You know, everybody has them, little palpitations that just kind of like they show up and they're gone. Yeah, yeah, like you feel like a hollow chest, like your heart skips a beat. Which
Every time you hear the phone ring and you see my beautiful face on it,
he's
your
like-
heart goes.
you've been
I understand.
playing a lot of Hell Let Loose lately, so I don't get much of those phone calls.
That's true.
But you do have a very sexy call
Yes.
picture, ID picture when you
Indeed.
call.
Okay.
Only true friends know of this picture.
That's right.
So what happened? What happened?
At home, just sitting in my chair, had a little flutter come on. I thought, oh well, and then bam, it went next level.
You died.
May have I died and came back very quickly.
You thought you were going to die.
Yeah, I mean, I was sitting down just chilling, and it was like, okay, a little flutter, and then boom. Next thing I know, I'm like disoriented, and my head and vision is constricted. Like I felt what I thought would be a heart attack.
Okay, so you went from in a matter of what? 2 seconds or 10 seconds or 30 seconds?
No, this was a matter of literally no more than 10 seconds.
Okay, in a matter of 10 seconds, you went from like, oh, that's interesting to, oh, fuck.
Yeah, so I like snapped out of it, went up and grabbed my watch, threw my watch on, and my heart rate's at like 140.
Okay, so you were able
This is coming
to
from
get up. So that was,
yeah.
okay,
That
good
was
sign.
definitely able to get up. Like it was just
Yeah.
a quick like shake, like a little bit of a shake. And
Okay.
a little bit of ringing ears, but boom, right back into it. Grabbed the watch, called you very shortly thereafter, and like I don't know what just happened, but
You didn't
anyways,
die. Yeah.
AFib is atrial fibrillation is a big thing.
Yeah,
And the symptoms that I described, you're like, that kind of sounds like atrial fibrillation.
yeah. But you ran an EKG on your watch, which is a cool thing about watches
Yep.
these days.
And it said I was in a sinus rhythm.
Yeah.
So that was a normal rhythm.
But it was scary enough that you were like, okay, I gotta clean things up.
Yeah. I was already kind of, nudging it, or like on the precipice of change. And this was just the push, literally the fucking push that made me move. I'd been questioning lifestyle for a while. I mean, coincidentally enough, the next morning,
We all should, by the way.
yeah, we really should. The next morning, I had my blood work to be drawn at your office.
Yeah.
And that was planned, I don't know, a couple of weeks ago, before this event. So I go in and we get labs drawn, and I'm like, I'm healthier. You're what the data says is I'm overall healthier now than I was 3 years ago at the last lab work done.
Right.
I think it was 2021.
We've fallen behind, but yeah, yeah.
Jeez, I was going to say 3 years.
Yeah. It's
It passes by just
it's
like
like going
that.
to the dentist. Like, hey, you want to draw your blood? You want to gonna get your teeth clean? Yeah.
When you're having fun. I mean, what can you say? Like time flies.
But I had a lot of improvement. Some of those I will chalk up to personal training with Jen Robb and her kicking my ass. But
Dad bod workout.
yeah, so your consensus was, well, whatever this was maybe a one-off thing. If not, you're already on the precipice of making a decision and a life change. So just continue on with it and get your ass back in the gym. So that's, if you go on and read these atrial fibrillation websites, the top three are alcohol, sugar, caffeine. And,
Yeah, you're right.
Alcohol is the top line item on all atrial fibrillation treatments.
This caused us to take a bit of a deep dive.
Yeah, it did.
And that's what is correct.
Yeah, it whatever it does, it interrupts the electrical signal from brain to heart.
Yeah. Alcohol, sugar,
What are
and
you?
exercise.
What are you drinking?
Gin.
Okay.
Yeah. It's
gin?
great. I love this gin. You
Oh,
want
is
to try
that,
it?
No, is that the
Yeah.
St. George?
Yeah.
Smoky.
Such a good gin. Oh no, or is that the
It's
smoky?
extra floral. No, this is St. George. So
Oh,
it's
yeah.
extra floral,
St.
which
George
is
stuff
I
is
just
so good.
love floral gin.
So
I'm
I
a little
have-
gay like that.
I haven't had a drink in a little over 2 weeks. I'll have some of these samples tonight, but
Okay.
not on the level.
And
used to be
and
drinking.
no more. So what happened to your palpitations over 2 weeks? You abstained from alcohol
And
and started walking. So you didn't like go right into dad bod workout, but you started like walking around the neighborhood.
no, and I've at my work, like I don't know, I'm gainfully unemployed. I don't know what you would say, but some of that work has picked up too, which is
Gainfully unemployed.
pretty strenuous with it when it comes to working and around these machines. Like I'm watching my heart rate, especially if you're doing shoveling stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, walking, not just walking, but like power walking.
Oh, it's like shaking the hips and
Ooh,
the
I'm
arms.
gonna
It's like-
need video of that.
I'm not in such a gay way.
Mhm. I'm gonna need
Not
some
in
video.
such a gay way, but you know, where you walk and you keep your heart rate in between 115 and 130.
Okay, that's great.
According to Ghost Bro, that is the optimal fat burning heart rate range too.
Yeah,
That's
so
the
so that is what's considered zone 2.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. We could go down that path, but
We
but
could.
I'll
We
spare.
have a lot on the notes. So
Our
that's-
unprofessionals
but-
already know so much, so I don't have to like bore them.
I
with-
know. Knock on wood, no more. I've had a couple little palpitations that show up and go away, but nothing like they used to be.
Awesome.
So
Awesome.
We'll see.
Yeah. Okay. Moderation's a good thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and this is also the caffeine and the sugar. I mean, I drink a lot of caffeine in the morning, so I've minimized that and tried to abstain from sugar.
Yeah. So all three are just generally good ideas.
Yeah, they're things you can certainly live without.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Unlike steak.
Yeah,
Unlike steak.
steak
Yeah.
or death. Podcast episode name:
Boom.
Steak.
Steak or death.
Give us steak or give us death.
Yes.
On it.
Knock on wood. Just
What is the date?
it is 5/23.
23.
Yep, May 23.
Dude, I am so sorry. Unprofessionals.
What?
It has been way too long since our last podcast. I feel like we've been fucked by May.
I've had phone calls like, "Where's the
Yeah.
episode? Why?"
That's in a text
So
message.
we're not going to wait till Tuesday to drop this one. We're just going to get it out.
We're just do it. Yeah.
We're just going to get it out.
Do it.
So it's
With
May.
you
But,
in
so
mind.
why is May hard for the unprofessionals, or is it just you that
I don't know.
hypothesizes it?
It is. So it's hard for me because of all the May recitals.
Mayhem.
Ham?
May.
Another name?
I've already forgot what the last
Mayhem.
one was, but that is great.
Give us steak or give us death.
Yes.
Wasn't he just writing that down?
I thought so.
He asked for the date and then forgot what he was writing down.
it's the
Sidetrack.
alcohol. It's ... Okay. So yeah, mayhem. I think this comes May Day.
Mayday.
Okay, May Day. So you're. It has a fuckness about it, and
Does
in
it?
my- yeah, in
the
my
month
case,
of May.
It's the month that gets hot. It's the month all the award ceremonies / recitals.
Oh, that's true.
happen.
Graduations.
Yeah. And you can't just go to your kids.
Yeah, you have
to go to all of the kids'
Yeah.
stuff.
Speaking of, where was Doc at a certain recital of a certain daughter of certain someone?
I was saving lives.
Same place where he was at your
Child's
child's
reveal and my
party
40th
and your
birthday.
40th and
Yeah, he's
all those
very
places.
busy.
Busy man.
Saving lives. Or
busy.
killing fish.
Busy,
Either one.
busy.
It was one or the other.
Busy.
You hire people to kill your fish. Don't lie.
Yeah.
Carlos,
You catch
smack this fish
caught
on the
them.
head.
Yes. Take this off the hook.
But it just so that's what happened. And then you get like a game system. You know, you get a game that you're in and then May just kind of fucks itself.
Mm-hmm. So, what game are you into? Is that just a metaphor you're using?
It's just a metaphor.
Oh, okay. I was
Yeah.
going to say, if you say Spider-Man again,
Yeah.
Do you feel impending doom?
What a fantastic game.
Yeah. It was so fantastic. You sold everything you had.
We were so close to getting Dr. Gaming with us.
Almost.
Yeah.
Almost.
Too bad they don't have a Barbie game. I'm just saying.
I mean,
They
we
probably do.
And you'd be balls deep in it, or tits deep,
Heck
one of
yeah,
the two.
man.
We are nerds, though. You're like balls deep into Hell Let Loose.
Hell or High Water?
Hell Let Loose.
That's a movie. but
That is a
yes.
great movie.
Yeah.
That is a great
Yeah.
movie. Also written by what's his nuts? Tyler Sheridan.
Taylor.
Taylor. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Sure
that.
is.
Oh,
I think so.
yes.
Don't quote me on that.
Yeah, 100% fact checked. Boom.
Hell froze over. That's what it was.
Hell let loose.
Hell let loose.
Yes. I am deep into it.
And it's a World War II simulation, basically.
Basically.
Yeah, you're
And you're
yeah.
balls deep.
Since
in this.
what, about February?
Probably somewhere around in there, yeah.
I mean, I was
3-4
getting
months or
pretty
something.
close to joining you, and then boom, Elder Scrolls Oblivion Remastered dropped, and I'm
Oh,
like,
so that's what happened to you.
yeah, I fell off
Yeah.
into that, just bloop,
I get it.
right
I've been
off
there.
right off the wagon
Yes.
into the Oblivion ditch.
I mean, you got to do something with your life. Might as well play a
Have
game.
fun.
Yeah, when it gets unbearably hot outside,
Yeah.
you got to have something to do indoors because
Right.
life just sucks here.
And I'd rather play that game than just sit there and watch TV. So
Yeah. Right. Okay. So TV sucks. Games are awesome. Wait. TV sucks. Games are awesome.
yes.
Yeah.
Agreed.
TV sucks.
I feel like we're
games are
getting too old to proclaim stuff like that. We're in the realm of our fathers and grandfathers now. You goddamn kids and your video games.
awesome. Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, Grandpa. Were you just not sitting around watching I Love Lucy reruns for 8 hours straight, or
Probably.
or
Probably not.
nose deep in the newspaper?
I don't care who you are. I Love Lucy is freaking
Oh,
brilliant.
it's timeless. It's what?
Sucks.
No, it's awesome.
Right. I Love
so
Lucy is not gay.
I was just watching a skit.
You are Fred.
It
You are
sucks.
so Fred.
Yeah.
It sucked.
Yeah. I was just watching a skit, I Love Lucy skit this past week, and she walks up to this ceramics like display selling all these like platewares, and they say like indestructible.
Indestructible.
Yeah, and so she picks up a plate and like taps it on the thing and it breaks. And it's just great.
That joke got refurbished in Uncle Buck too. You remember that? Yeah, where he walks in and he's babysitting for his nieces and nephews, and he's like, "Oh, breakable plates." Oh man, there's a lot. God, Clyde. He has loaded these notes up.
I don't know. I don't know how we're gonna get through them all. We're probably not.
I don't think there's no way we can get through all these notes. So we'll start.
You send another text. Stop talking about him.
Clyde, he's gonna have to get over this. If you're gonna produce the show, you've got to get over us talking about you, because it's gonna happen.
You're gonna get talked about, bro. I just called him a bro. Sorry, Clyde.
Okay, so have y'all seen this? All right, I'm gonna enlarge this.
Enlarge. Enhance.
Y'all gotta give him that. This is wild. It's over.
Oh, I just muted it.
Well,
Okay, it looks cool.
There's the
good,
volume.
Good job.
Victory Royale with a pickaxe! So this is an AI video about nothing?
It's about nothing. Who would watch a video about nothing?
So I went to the zoo the other day, and all they had was one dog. It was a Shih Tzu.
I'm trying to find the through line.
What? I don't understand.
A lot of random
what's
videos.
going on here.
I love opera, by the way. Okay, dude playing a guitar.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, so that was weird. Like,
The sum of the squares of the two shorter sides
Chalk
is equal
just
to
appeared.
the square of the longest side. We can talk.
No more silence.
Yes, we can talk.
We can talk.
We can talk.
We can talk with accents.
Yep. Okay, so every single one of those videos are made by AI.
what?
Yes. Not a real person one was in those videos.
Nice.
Wow. We have entered a new era.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think the sound came through for people that are listening, but we basically just watched a bunch of videos that were extremely realistic.
Yes.
Yes.
Like you would, if that had not had said, these videos are produced by, it's Google's new video AI. If that caption had not have stated that this was AI, you'd have never ever known.
Okay. So I got a question.
Mm-hmm.
This might be an inappropriate question. We don't have those. So, okay, if there's random videos that are that decent,
Mm-hmm.
okay, what's up with porn? It's like our
I want to let you answer your own question.
no, I don't know. Like, are we seeing?
Are we seeing AI porn now that we just don't know any better?
I mean, yeah, I don't know. That's Clyde just texted again. He was
Clyde's coming.
he's
in.
like, y'all are treading on thin water.
Stop talking.
Treading
about
on thin ice.
I mean, I don't ever turn Safe Search off or watch any of that stuff. Doc, so I don't know what you're talking about.
It went with the alcohol, the caffeine, and the sugar.
So I think the real question Doc's trying to ask is if it's that real on all those videos, you tell me they can't AI clone the president
Mm-hmm. Maybe.
or somebody else important?
Yes,
Sure.
they could do it all with that.
Yeah.
If looking at that, there's how does an individual sitting on their couch discern what's real and what's not now? That is impossible.
It's yeah.
That is impossible.
Okay, so we're right at this like break in history.
Mhm.
Okay, we're literally here where anybody can make a video that looks real.
So what you're saying is we've been AI duped all the way back since the moon landing, because that's the same thing. Everybody thinks that was fake, and you really don't know that it's not.
I know my daughter
That's
actually.
funny. Yeah, you just told me your daughter brought up the moon landing and saying it was fake.
Yeah, this was 2 nights ago. We were hanging out, and she was like, "You know what? I don't think the moon landing's real."
So, but
she honestly said that.
Yeah,
She was
this
like,
is
"I watched
video.
the video, and the flag, which is waving, and all this stuff, like the footprints and
The boot prints.
the boot prints,
Yeah.
and started running this list." And she was like, I'm not sure it's real." I was like, It's like, what does that mean that you don't think it's real? I don't even know how to handle that.
Same. I don't know.
I don't know.
There's no way you can prove it.
So we're kind of fading into this like non-reality where nothing's real.
So
I don't know if we're fading into it. I think we're jumping into it.
why
Yeah.
are you bringing up the moon landing again though? I mean, that was a video
Because he was saying it's just now getting to the point to where AI can dupe us, and I was like, well, is it?
Oh yeah.
Or
have
has
we
it been? Or have we been being duped?
Okay, that's a really
Since
valid point, bro.
The moon landing.
and they're
Yeah.
just now like, oh, AI is a brand new thing.
Yeah,
and,
but now people know enough that they know that AI, like, they can be duped.
Can do that, yeah.
So I've been listening to this brings up a segue, same subject material, but I've been listening to the Pat Gray show Unleashed a lot.
Yeah.
And they've had on twice now. They've had on a guy
show.
that is a I don't know what you'd call him, a researcher on Malaysia Flight 370. Is that it? The one that just disappeared?
Disappeared.
Yeah.
And this dude's theory, and there's a lot of very compelling evidence. This plane was teleported. This plane was teleported, and it was teleported by the United States government. Teleported
Where?
to Diego Island or Diego Garcia, something like that. That's where the theory of the plane is now. But the theory is this plane had some highly classified, precious. It had like a handful of very high-end engineers and scientists, and it also had a lot of high-end classified cargo and
so they
stuff
just
like that. So whatever technology they have, and that was his takeaway from it is like, who's to say our government doesn't have that technology? Maybe they've had it for decades, and maybe every now and then they're just like, oh yeah, well, here's this new piece of technology, although it's not really new. It's just been around. So I wasn't surprised. I find it, from what I've listened to, this guy's arguments and his studies and research, highly compelling that this plane was teleported instantaneously.
Well, obviously they can have the technology, and we would never know about it.
Bingo.
IE, is that the thing I'm looking for?
Yeah, IE.
Yes.
Yeah.
The black
Good job.
helicopters that killed Obama or Osama. Sorry, I didn't mean to say that. Nobody knew about those
No
things.
new conspiracy here.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Nobody knew about those things until it crashed.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
What was,
Yeah,
hold on,
but
what
that
was
the black helicopters?
yeah.
like
It was like
stealth.
sound. Well, it was stealth helicopters,
Oh.
but then they had some kind of sound dampering, basically a silencer on the helicopter blades. Where
like a noise canceling helicopter.
Yeah.
yeah, and
But that's
nobody. I mean,
nothing.
I never even heard a peep out of them that we even had anything like that
Yeah.
until that one crashed,
Crashed.
and they had to blow it up.
Mm.
Yeah. So you got these people who have been going on Joe Rogan here recently, particularly to where they're talking about their involvement with these like secret operations. What I find is interesting is I've listened to multiple of these podcasts, and they're talking about operations that were like in the 80s, maybe the 90s, but the stuff they're talking about is so out there that I'm just thinking it's like, okay, if the government is still producing technology today, it's going to dwarf the technology from like 40 years ago.
Right.
Mhm.
Right. Or I don't know when, whatever New Mexico was,
Yeah.
like the
Roswell.
Roswell.
Yeah. 50s.
50s,
Yeah.
so that was like 70 years ago.
Yeah.
And you have people coming out and saying,
Right.
yeah, I was involved with this and it was real and all this stuff. It's like, what's going on today that we don't know about?
Exactly.
Well, what's going on today that they found in the 50s
Yeah.
that they've produced or
Reverse engineered.
Technology,
Yeah.
reverse engineered,
Right.
further
Yeah.
developed, and maybe they did transport the plane.
Who
Oh,
knows?
so okay. So this guy's hypothesis is yes, they did, and this is wormhole technology that they possess and are able to utilize at, like the proposed energy it takes to make a wormhole is like the mass of something like the size of Jupiter.
Yeah.
But he's like, that's not the case. It's easy as long as you have the tech. It doesn't take much energy at all. Don't get me into the specifics, but he's like, they have this tech. You'll just never know about it.
So if somebody were going to actually, if we had an unprofessional that was going to dig into this, what would they Google? They would Google flight.
MH370,
Yeah.
teleportation, conspiracy.
Okay. I
and-
think we need to put our team of unprofessionals on it
We should. Clyde,
and see what.
Clyde, get to work.
Yeah.
I think he's meaning our listeners.
Yes.
Oh
I
yeah,
am.
those guys too.
Clyde is professional.
definitely not an unprofessional. He is,
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
he is.
We had
the
to pay him, so he's
He just said-
professional.
Stop talking about him again.
again.
Yeah.
He's so.
Tell
you
him,
know
tell
what?
him to read his contract.
We
It's
pay.
in there.
Yeah, we pay you. We signed your contract. We wrote your contract, bro.
Yeah.
We get to talk about you as long as you're making money. We ain't making any money here.
No.
That's
Well, since
Awesome.
we're on conspiracies, maybe we should stay there for a minute.
Yeah, we do
Okay.
have lots of good
Do have
conspiracies.
some.
we
on there.
have a lot.
Yeah.
The mirror one.
Okay.
Have y'all seen
I have
this?
not. I've not heard. Hey,
Okay.
can I have one of our listeners?
yeah.
One of our unprofessionals sent us.
Send us some whiskey
Mm-hmm.
tastings.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Irish.
Irish.
Irish
there's
whiskey.
So we need to start passing this around while we talk.
There's some Scottish in there,
Talk about mirrors.
and then there's some Texas. I don't know what that. How's that sound? Texas accent. I don't know. I can do Scottish.
Texas.
so-
What?
I'm joking. We're all from Texas.
Yeah.
All right. So y'all, let's start a little taste with the Irish blend. I'm just gonna pour it into 1 cup.
Okay.
Three guys.
Three
one
guys
cup.
in 1 cup. Booyah!
Episode
Another episode.
So did you try it?
I have.
Okay.
While I was sitting over here
Three
listening.
gays,
So what-
1 cup.
What
So
is
this one is just a
Tullamore Dew.
Tullamore Dew 12
Oh,
year.
we've had this one before.
Oh yeah.
I believe it's got a purple label.
12 year Tullamore. Tullamore.
I mean, we have spent some nights on Tullamore.
We have. That used to be our go-to bottle before we went hog hunting.
It tastes like Tullamore. It's
It's good.
No, yeah,
excellent.
it's not bad.
It's excellent Irish whiskey.
Yeah, very flavorful, very
Yeah.
floral, lots of bright, uplifting
Well,
notes.
let's not
right?
get
You've
too,
been off
let's
the
not get too
alcohol
deep
for a while.
in
You can
the-
finish that, bro.
in the notes and shit. I mean, because obviously we don't know what the hell we're talking about.
Fuck me for talking about it.
Because, remember the voting thing we all picked.
We changed a lot of people's lives on that. I've had so
Really?
many people text me and
Same.
show a picture of Evan White. Like, all right,
Evan
I
Williams, I
bought
buying it.
Evan Williams White label.
Brad Green,
Yeah.
He went and bought it. He did the same thing.
Yeah, Chief,
went and bought
Rieger.
some.
Yeah, he texted me and says, "This is amazing. I'm so glad you guys freaking did." He said, "I've never even heard of it." And I was
Yeah.
like, "Thank you. You're welcome."
Yeah. We got your back.
And you laughed at me for rating it so highly, and then everybody rated it highly.
Yeah.
but
You were laughing
but
at my notes on it.
No, I was laughing at you the most.
Hashtag
Doc-
Evan Williams. Evan Williams.
Yeah. Doc, I can totally understand him doing it,
Yeah.
but you're bougie, bro. That's why it's funny that you voted it
The lowest end whiskey of
highest.
the night.
Yes.
Tied.
So mirror, I should have downloaded the video so we could watch it. But you all have big mirrors in your houses.
Yes.
Okay, so you're gonna do some homework.
You talking about like bathroom mirrors or like wall?
Anything that's a bigger mirror.
Okay.
Not one of these size, but like a 4 foot wide, 6 foot
Are you gonna,
like your bathroom.
Okay.
Is this like a new Bloody Mary?
No,
Or-
it's creepier than that.
Oh.
So when you look into a mirror,
That fucked me for years, that story.
so when you look into a mirror, well, I mean nobody's
tell
gonna
us
come
about
out and
that.
kill you, but when you look into a mirror, what's it do? It reflects
looks back
See
at
your
you.
reflection, yeah.
So you're gonna need a partner, kids, wife, whatever.
okay.
They're gonna stand on that end
Or partner.
or a partner
Or
yeah,
a partner.
yeah.
If you happen to have a partner.
Partner.
For
Anybody.
our gay community that's listening.
Yes.
Yeah.
Partner, yeah.
Yeah, like
So
that'll work
you're
too.
gonna have your partner sit on that side of the stand on over there on that side of the mirror.
Clothes or no clothes?
Optional.
Okay.
oh, you're standing here, they're standing
So
there.
you're gonna stand on one side of the mirror. Your partner's gonna stand on the other side of the mirror. Okay. So you're gonna take a big bathroom towel, a bath towel,
Okay.
and you're gonna hold it up in front of the mirror
Mhm.
or in front of your face. So right.
Yes.
Are you with me? And you're going to put the towel onto the mirror like this.
Mhm.
You're looking at the towel this close.
So you're covering
You're
yourself
covering yourself
on the mirror.
to the mirror. Yeah.
Okay.
The mirror can no longer see you.
This is
And then
good.
you're going to turn to your partner and ask, "What's the mirror doing?" And it sees your ass.
What?
From where they're standing, yes.
How does that happen though? Because the towel is blocking what the mirror is supposed to be seeing.
It's because it's reflecting from that angle of what they're
But
looking
the mirror, like the towel, is covering you up.
It's covering you up. Like
To
it
the
can't-
mirror.
It can't see you.
at. No, Jimmy, no. No. This is
You should
No.
you should look up the videos.
I don't
when you
wanna
get
look-
time.
I
No, you
am
do.
going to look up
You
the videos.
do. You
I
want to
have
see these
seen-
videos because they are
Yeah,
This
freaking
is
hilarious.
prime
You
family
are-
discussion.
you are
right
okay.
Yes.
The mirror is 8 feet long. You are holding a towel up against the mirror, covering between yourself and the mirror.
So you can't
Over-
see yourself in
over-
the mirror.
yeah, over your
but
4
you're,
feet.
You're not back here.
No, you're right
up
there.
against it.
So
Yeah.
okay, yeah, but still,
You should just try it, bro.
Just try it.
but over here where there is no towel, they can still see your reflection.
I
How
bet.
is it reflecting though?
Yeah.
The mirror is. I mean,
There is no towel over here. It reflects all like light emitting to it, which is you from this angle.
what's your face
Zach, we
got to
need
do
you.
with-
We
with
need you,
light?
No,
Zach.
this is not.
Oh yeah.
This does not require scientific
Mirror
minds.
is from hell. That's why the mirrors are from.
You're
hell.
standing here. It's still reflecting you from this
Hashtag.
angle. There is no towel covering this
Uh-uh.
angle of reflection.
It's
Only
all
directly
this
in front of you. Yeah, so you can't see yourself.
Right.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
but they can because their side of
But
the
how
mirror.
does the mirror see
How
you?
does the mirror see you?
Their
man?
side of the
Can't.
mirror is not blocked. Oh boy, Fire Bro's about to come out. I'm having heart palpitations as we speak. It's not alcohol, it's you. You're goddamn conspiracies.
Well, we did take about a
Try it.
week and a half hiatus.
yeah, before you call bullshit on it, though, you got to try it.
You got to try and video it.
Right.
Yeah. That's what you should try and video it. The towel challenge.
Were you looking this up?
Well, I want to, but if you're not watching the show, people can't see it anyway. So
Well, screw the people that don't watch. Show the people that do watch.
What are we trying
We're
now?
going to go with the Texas. No, you know what? I'm not going to do that.
Save that
I'm
one.
going to save that one for last. Just Texas is the
Let's
best.
do Pinde. Wait.
Pendejo? Do you want to go
Pendejo?
Scottish or do you want to stick with, let's stick with Irish.
Okay. Yeah.
So this is whiskey number 3, Teeling. Swedish oak, Irish, single pot still.
Didn't we just have
I've been
Teeling?
sent this video a few
we had
times now, and others like it.
Manure.
So this guy has a partner.
mm-hmm. All right, here we go. You ready?
And asked to show how it works.
Well, this is
Look
a smaller.
at this. Oh my god. How does the mirror know that that's there? That's creepy.
It's not creepy.
It shows a person holding some object like a case of gum with a mirror behind it. But in between it is a paper that should completely block the mirror from knowing the gum is even there.
I want to make fun of this guy, but I don't know how or why.
His voice is a little questionable.
What's this shirt say? Vanderlei. Okay.
I like how y'all keep saying the mirror knows, as if it's some fucking living entity. The mirror knows where the partner is behind the towel.
I think it is. I think it does. It knows, bro. That's pretty tasty. Teeling.
So that's another Irish whiskey, like a common
let's
brand,
go ahead and
right?
try this ourselves. Okay, I've got my gum up against the mirror.
Yeah.
The dumbest thing about this is I wanted to get a pack of gum that was similar to the video. This costs $6. Since when does gum cost $6?
Okay, valid point.
Okay, Here we go.
It's expensive.
Tariffs, bro.
So it's a little strange.
No, it's not. There's
How does
nothing
it know it's
strange
there?
about
Sure
it.
enough, it works.
How does it know it's right behind the
how does
paper?
The mirror know
Yeah.
The mirror
there if
doesn't know
paper's
anything.
covering it?
The mirror's just doing
He
it.
just
It seems
asked.
like a dumb question at first, but let's look at this in more detail.
The mirror's just reflecting
in order to see
photons.
the object, light
Come
from
on.
it has to bounce off the
Photons,
mirror
like you know
into
what
our
those are.
eyes, or in this case, the camera. Now, if the paper's there, it seems like it should block the mirror from being able to see the object. And actually it does. The paper blocks the mirror that's directly behind the paper, but it doesn't block the mirror that isn't behind the paper. So let's use a laser to show the path that a
Freaking
beam of light
lasers,
takes
bro.
to
That's
see
crazy.
the object to be able to hit the
It
camera.
looks like lasers
You can
passing
see
through
that
the
it's just
mirror.
using the other parts of the mirror that the paper
Wait a
doesn't
minute. Push
cover.
pause. Right
The
now. Push
bigger
pause.
the
Hurry,
paper-
hurry. Did he really go put freaking
He
safety
did.
glasses on
He did.
to cover his eyes from a laser pointer?
You knew that from hearing his voice. Like, I'm surprised the mask.
Wow.
Okay,
It's not
so
on
this
his
guy
face.
is not gay because he's gay. He's gay because he did that.
Because he put glasses on.
Safety glasses. Okay, so this
Yes.
just purveys like gay behavior.
Bring back masculinity.
Don't
Yes.
Hashtag.
Yeah, if you're gonna publish a video and you do this in your video,
Yeah.
you're just you're
Like I was digging it
worry.
up until
You deserve all the bashing.
up
you can
until I seen the safety glasses.
boom. I'm out. I'm out in the whole thing. I'm out
Okay.
in the mirror.
get. All right.
I'm
that's
out in
it.
the
What do you think
dude.
about that whiskey though? That's pretty tasty, huh?
It is pretty tasty.
I liked
Yeah.
it. Why? Why? What did you do to us? What is it? Is it Evan Williams again?
I can definitely say this is not
That's
Evan
definitely
Williams.
not. Yeah, no.
No,
It's
that's
good, though.
definitely
I
a
like it.
single malt.
Yeah.
Yeah, not
Single
bad.
malt.
Not bad.
Yep. All right.
Yeah.
Well,
All right.
drink,
Okay,
pass, yo.
you know, on
Drink, pass.
the topic
Okay.
of conspiracies.
Okay. Birds aren't.
Why is this one on the note?
Yeah, we've talked about it
Clyde.
like 4
What
times.
the fuck, Clyde?
We've talked about this shit over and over and over. We're not, you know what? I have the.
Clyde? He obviously did not
Is there
listen to our
something-
prior episodes.
Was there
this.
something new that
Watch
Clyde
this.
wants to
Put-
talk
Put
about?
my screen up. Watch this, Clyde.
No.
Look at the executive power that I have. Delete.
Dude.
Delete.
Good gone.
That's what I
Good
thought.
gone. Okay, but there are.
Wow.
There's a few conspiracy.
Watch our previous
notes.
episodes, Clyde.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah, do
like
some
pay
homework,
attention
bro.
to the show that you were producing.
Yeah.
Internet in general.
Don't
Internet.
delete these though.
Yeah, we want.
I just
well, we
I
want
just
the bird
deleted
one.
the
We don't
bird
need
one
that.
Oh, okay.
to
Gotcha.
prove a point to
Oh no,
Clyde.
Yeah.
you deleted the mirror one.
Oh, I did.
yeah.
Oh.
Control Z.
Clyde just texted me and said,
No, Command Z.
"Tell Fire
Yeah, there you
Bro
go.
Too much power."
Okay.
Good to rain fire, bro, in a bit here. Suck it, Clyde.
What do you say? Where's the internet? Oh, internet in general. What the?
It's
F?
been a little.
Is it aliens?
It's
it
a little
aliens?
bit. It's Frankie. Have
The internet?
Have y'all noticed it? Has your internet been Frankie?
Oh yeah, it's definitely been whack lately. Like today, I couldn't even get a text to go through.
No.
It's like I was at work.
During the storm.
Then I was in
like,
Grapevine. Then I was here. Every single place, the internet sucked, and it wasn't the same. You know, I was like on Wi-Fi down there. I was on a different Wi-Fi at work. I was on a different Wi-Fi up here, cellular some of the way, and it just
So
seems
go-
like the
go-
internet's kind of broke.
Go farther into detail when you say it sucks. Like why? Why?
Yeah, yeah.
What's-
so I
what's it
put in a
doing?
search, and it's like I'm getting page weight errors. You know, like,
no,
like
I haven't had any problem with them.
Who's your
page
provider?
unresponsive. So I have AT&T on my phone.
Oh yeah,
but
so something's up with cell data.
Okay.
Cellular data.
I'm gonna guess.
Clyde put it was aliens, but
It could
I don't
be.
know.
Well, he's
It
in
could
his
be.
office all day,
Yeah,
but he's
sure.
got good Wi-Fi.
It could be that they're working on the tower
Okay.
Could be.
because that's what they're going.
You know what?
That's
We
what
have
they're
a
gonna
contact
say
for this.
if you call
The
them.
tower.
We have
Yeah.
we have a contact for this. Let's call Miguel
Miguel.
or Lopez.
Miguel?
Mhm.
He does this?
Mhm.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Well, like we asked, the first time we met him, that's what we asked. What do you do?
No, he makes mead.
He does. Really
Yeah,
good mead.
Miguel is.
If he can figure out a way to
mead
make money
guy.
on that, he would make millions.
I didn't know he did anything
I think he did
besides
figure out.
mead.
He used to have a business doing that,
He used to?
and
Why did you stop, Miguel? We haven't had any of his mead
because he
in a while.
moved from Mexico to
That was California.
Oh, yeah,
Well,
that.
I wasn't going to say that word.
Yeah, he's had a
He
layover.
moved from Mexico to worse than Mexico, then to Texas. Is where that's where.
Okay.
He had a layover out west.
Yes.
I hear in California, if you're going to play with lasers, they make you put safety glasses on.
That's true.
Probably a
That's
mask.
True.
Speaking of California,
Well, speaking of, before I forget this, did you guys see the Doge stuff?
no.
No.
I mean,
Are you
I'd
talking
see,
about Dogecoin or Doge?
the Doge.
I see lots of Doge
The
stuff. So
Doge.
which in particular?
the thing that all the stuff that the Doge group found, all the bad stuff.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
It's all,
initially, I was like
it's
trying to stay up with that.
Nothing happened.
just nothing.
Nothing.
All the
What?
fraud and waste.
Nothing.
Elon stepped down because his stocks were like people were retaliating because he was finding fraud and waste in
So
government.
he's no
Oh, my.
longer Doge
Executive.
Emperor?
He's no the king of Doge. He is not.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing came from.
And then they none of that was legislated out in any sessions of Congress. No,
Nothing.
no action was
Wow.
taken. The swamp won.
has not been drained at all.
No, it won.
But
Are we fucked?
we're
always-
we're perpetually fucked. We're fucked a little less because we're in Texas.
very little less.
Okay.
But
Probably the.
I'm still trying to be okay with that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not okay
we're
whatsoever.
we're fucked.
Yeah, we're fucked. I think the no taxes for tips is going to go through. So congratulations to the people that work
To the
at
waiters?
freaking, yeah.
Yeah, that's
also,
okay.
Also, what
Okay.
potentially may go through is the whoever the hell's over silencers. Who is that?
ATF.
ATF.
That and short barrel rifles may no longer be under their
Purview.
purview.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Whose purview would it be, or would it just be
are
eliminated?
there, okay,
period?
so are there
If it goes through, it's up there and it's still waiting.
are there
on it.
any agencies getting canceled, like Department of Education?
Probably not. Nothing is probably. If I'm going to
So
guess.
none of this is going to actually
Dude,
happen.
we couldn't even cancel $3 billion for circumcising dudes in Jawanda or wherever these places we were paying $3 billion for.
That really makes me sad.
Yeah, we can't even stop that.
I feel like I need some alcohol.
Well,
pour another sample.
What do we got here?
we are on now to the.
Speaking of ATF,
Oh, yeah.
they are currently investigating. So a plantation that I stayed in with my wife before she was my wife in Louisiana, down south of Baton Rouge.
Racist, bro.
What?
You stayed in a plantation?
Yeah, you're like
Only racist people stay in
only
plantations.
racist people stay in plantations.
It is a tourist
Well, yeah, it is.
place
Jeez,
now.
God.
That's okay. Anyways,
Jeez.
this place,
So loud.
it burned to the ground. It was the oldest antebellum plantation left in America. Well, that's not a good video. Come on.
I mean, it's a plantation that burnt.
Yeah, but some serious
What?
historic significance.
So of course,
There it is. Look at that thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh God, why does just show us the fire? I don't want a history lesson.
I know.
Yes, it had slaves.
So naturally,
Wah, wah,
people are going
wah.
to say somebody burned it.
Oh,
It
so
might
yeah,
have just
so the
been
ATF
electrical fire.
No, the ATF is investigating, which means arson.
Massive fire yesterday afternoon. Officials are now working to clear the remains of the historic site.
Yeah, there we go. There's a good fire. That thing was rolling. But yep, all gone. And it was one of the most haunted plantations.
So they killed the ghost too.
I mean, Where the ghost started.
But why does this make a story? It's just a goddamn house that caught on fire.
It has some significance because I was there. With,
it has significance with you.
Yeah, with me. I was there.
Why did it make the news? Every house fire don't make a news.
It's not a house. It's a historic plantation.
They killed a bunch of black people. Is that what historic about it? I mean,
they kill them. They put them to work. They put them to work.
It's like it was a tourist.
Just because
it was a tourist destination.
It was one of the oldest slave-owned
no,
properties.
Like current people in New Orleans.
Or not slave-owned, but...
New Orleans?
New Orleans?
Yeah. Current
New Orleans.
Nolans.
Nolans.
Yeah. Current people in Nolans benefit financially from this tourist attraction.
Oh, yes.
Right?
Yes.
So it's
yeah, but they don't give a
like
shit.
It burns, and they're like, that
okay.
sucks. That's one less reason people are going to come to New Orleans.
Yeah. There's still plenty of reasons. This wasn't in Nolans, though. This was Baton Rouge.
Oh, Baton
Which is
Rouge.
still a cool place.
Yeah.
But a lot of history. Like, there's some grim history in our
but it's still history.
Yeah, if you're looking for a haunted mansion, that's...
Well, not anymore.
Not anymore.
Look elsewhere. No.
Yeah, wow.
But it was a beautiful place. It was right
Ghosts
along.
are not going to go away. You can still go to the site, like
Haunted
camp
grounds,
out on the grounds.
Camp on the grounds. Yeah, I'm still making a tourist.
But yes, it brought revenue into the local economy. Whether you agree with the history or not, it's still, yes, it's grim history, but it's a part of our history and what we learned and grew and adapted from.
Speaking of grim history, you can go on a tour to George Washington's first plantation. And I think his teeth is in there.
Oh.
And then you get to go down. What's the Vaughn's guy name?
It's got a name.
Theo
this plantation.
Vaughn. No, Theo Vaughn. You watch this guy? He's a comedian. Really?
I haven't watched him.
Oh my god,
he's kind of annoying.
He is, but he's freaking genius. He's hilarious. So he went on. Maybe it was Theo Vaughn. Yeah, I think it wasn't Theo Vaughn. It was some other comedian.
Okay,
but
a comedian.
Yes, but he says it was kind of creepy because they have a black older guy dressed up like an old school. Yes, sir. Come on down here to the slave quarters and let me show you around. Yeah. He's like, I was feeling good about the tour until I walked down there. And he was like, whoa.
And this was
too much.
Maybe over the top.
But I think he gets paid. He's an actor.
Sure.
Yeah.
And that's what he was talking to me. He's like, I don't need that.
Martha's Vineyard.
Is that the name of it? I don't think so.
Is that not the name of it?
I don't think
Where
so.
did George Washington live? Yeah, ask Clyde.
I don't know.
Ask Clyde.
You have a direct line of chat with him. I don't want to talk to him.
But he had slave quarters down in his basement and all kinds of stuff. He said it was a pretty cool tour, though. So anyway, we're on to the next whiskey, and we are drinking.
I don't know what. Did we accomplish anything with that segment?
I don't know. We did.
No, not at all.
Okay.
It's not about
Speaking of things that the government has and we don't know about yet, stage 5 prostate cancer doesn't just creep up overnight.
Oh.
You're talking about your president?
Not my hashtag. Not my president. Not anybody's president.
Put this into the notes.
Hey, this smells pretty good.
Oh man, you're gonna get me on a soapbox.
Yeah. Okay. Well, get on your box, bro. Because what the fuck?
Okay. Before we start
Mount
talking about
Vernon. Clyde said Mount
Vernon. So you're close.
Not Martha's
Vineyard.
Yes.
So what is Martha's Vineyard?
I don't even know.
It is a
Clyde.
destination for rich people.
I don't know why I'm sitting here texting him. I could just say it. Clyde, where's Martha's Vineyard?
He's in the studio room back there.
It's up northeast. It's like,
us.
like Southlake is for some people.
Oh.
It's kind of that.
It's kind of one of those. They don't have a Walmart in their city limits.
But they might have a Target.
Yes. No Sam's Club, but we'll take what's the Central Market?
Oh,
he said it's right off Massachusetts.
Where?
Massachusetts.
Massachusetts.
Yeah, that's
I
where
can't even say it right.
That's
Massachusetts.
That's the coast of Cape Cod. I don't know what that means, but
yeah, that whole little corridor,
something.
Rhode Island, Massachusetts, Cape Cod. It's all like just beautiful, but billions of billionaires.
All right, so we're going to talk about culo cancer.
Oh yeah, okay.
But first, we're going to say
prostate's not culo.
It's close enough. Shut up. we're going to talk about this whiskey. We're going to try a while because I want to try it while you are talking about pooper.
I like
cancer.
this name.
Talisker?
Mm-hmm.
Talisker.
Mm-hmm.
Distiller's Edition.
Mm-hmm.
Scottish single malt.
Okay.
And it smells pretty tasty.
A little Scotch.
Scottish.
So these are all from different distilleries. It's just like a sample
of around Irish-ish places.
So this is a Scotch. So this is not all just from Ireland.
No, this is from Scotland.
But around Irishy
over that way
places.
somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. Suck
Oh,
on it.
yeah.
Oh, that is peaty, man.
There's some peat.
What's the name of the scotch?
Talisker.
Talisker.
Fucking Talisker. You Talisker, you're wacky.
I could drink that.
Yeah, that's nice. It's like peachy.
It's a slow sip.
Yeah, it's got some oak.
I'm glad you are talking about
salty
it. I
iodine.
would love to try it.
You didn't try it yet.
I'd love to try it, yeah.
Okay, take it back.
So anyways,
so
prostate cancer, like it doesn't, you don't just creep up into stage 5.
The ex-president has stage 5 prostate cancer.
And even like the Biden loyalists are saying, yeah, this is horseshit. He's had this forever. If you read the side effects of treatment are some of the, like what mental decline of his.
So you're adding even another layer of conspiracy.
Yeah,
to
everything
this.
that we saw in his mental decline is correlated to side effects of treatments of this.
Gotcha. So his quick demise, that's not demise. His quick slip into dementia.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they're saying.
Yeah, but they lied to us. They gaslit all of us and lied to us. Right before he debated Trump, like he's had no, I'm not. He's had a clean bill of health. He's good to go. He's sharp as ever. It's the sharpest. And
I was proceeding like they just figured out he had stage 5 prostate cancer. Like he didn't know it. He had back pain. He went in, had an X-ray, had a cystic lesion of the bone.
It's already metastasized to the bone.
Yeah,
but you got to stop and think a little bit about this. Okay, so
lytic lesion.
As much as
it.
we don't like Biden and we think he's a whatever, do you really? So no matter what, if you have a president, no matter what he gets,
sure.
It comes
Could be
out.
anybody.
Yeah,
Bill Clinton.
Anything. No, whoever your greatest president of all time is.
Sure.
Let's just say that. He gets something. No matter what, it automatically makes him look weaker.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Did you try this?
I did. It's great. Do you really want what's good gonna come out of them saying Biden's got doo-doo cancer?
I mean, he never really looked strong in the first place.
Well, no, but I'm just saying, who cares that they didn't come out and say it? Like, let's just say they found out he had it 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Why does that goddamn matter? Why do I care that he's got colon cancer?
Well, it kind of explains them being shifty. You know,
Okay,
it's like, okay, well,
okay, so I guess
it causes people to have empathy. Like, oh, okay, so I thought he was a little like crazy in the head, but it was prostate cancer. Right. I feel sorry for what I said.
Well, that's what we as Americans are going to think.
I don't feel sorry for him. Fuck him.
Yeah, I don't either. But what you got to really they don't care,
man.
They don't care what we think. Obviously,
I don't think fuck Biden. You know,
no, he and his administration locked people in their homes, prevented them from seeing their elderly parents or grandparents.
Okay, let me wait.
He was definitely part of it.
And I want to say something.
Okay,
I feel like I'm trying to be on Biden's side with all my comments.
I got you. Yeah, okay.
I'm definitely not. But what you said, I don't agree.
I will be devil's advocate. I'm wearing the Barbie shirt.
Yeah, that's true.
You know,
but what you just said, advocate. I don't agree with. You said they locked us up and made us wear hats. I don't agree with that at all.
Yeah, they didn't lock us up. We didn't lock up.
No, that's what some of us did.
Just like I'm not going to say what I was going to say. That's going too far.
Oh, say it.
So this goes back to the Nottoway plantation.
If I said you're probably right, but say it.
Just like Hitler didn't kill 60 million Jews.
Oh boy.
They let him do it.
Okay.
Because 60 million people with guns or not, if they go running after
it was 6, by the way.
Just like the bombers didn't make the planes go into the 9/11 towers.
I know,
the
you're
people
hardcore.
on the plane
This is savage,
let
bro, coming
the 3
out.
people take over a jet.
Yeah.
We let them put masks on us.
I'm not agreeing or disagreeing.
We let them rape us every year on taxes. It ain't them. They're going to do what they're just like kids.
Okay, Thoreau.
All your kids.
Yeah.
All your kids push you. Guess what they're doing?
You're not wrong.
They're finding your limit until, oh shit, that's as far as I can push Dad. He's going to snap on me.
Yeah, but
the government's no
he
different.
just lets them roll over him.
The government is no different.
Okay, anyways, most of us weren't going to storm the nursing home.
Well, we should have.
Yes, we should have. To see grandma and grandpa or people that died alone and elderly and sick.
We should have.
But yes to all of the above.
I'll be devil's advocate. It's like not fuck Biden, fuck the horse he rode in on.
Oh yeah, all of the above.
I feel sorry for Biden.
I don't.
I still feel sorry for Biden.
I don't.
No. Why do you feel sorry for him?
Because I think he was railroaded.
Dude, that man has been in
You think he was
in
controlled?
politics.
Yeah,
So do you feel sorry for every person that wore a mask?
kind of.
Why?
Well, not every, because obviously, whoa, jeez, man. We saw a person in mask. I mean, maybe this person really, this person looked healthy and fine, and they were out just kind of, running the roads.
Like
they had a mask yesterday.
I think Biden
Getting out of their car with a mask on. There was nobody around. They were in their car with the mask on.
Well, so
Yesterday.
could that have been? I mean, the allergy thing is really bad right
that
now.
is a real thing. Sometimes
So
I'm just
is
like,
that maybe,
I mean,
or were they
you
just
could
give me a
say a
full-blown
lot
respirator.
of things.
or was it just when she opened the door you heard? Meh.
It,
Who knows? You couldn't tell.
who knows? I couldn't tell. Like I saw this
what
person.
car was she driving? It wasn't a Subaru, was it?
I was so shocked. It was something like that. It was something like a Subaru.
Did she have
Metro.
blue hair?
Yeah. No.
Okay.
usually that's the usual suspect, though. They're such a caricature.
Okay,
Anyways,
she was obviously a she. She was young. But beyond that, I couldn't make any demographic.
Joe Biden.
Over
designations.
or under 200 pounds?
Actually,
Why are we fixated on
under
this person?
probably about
I'm trying to move on. the conversation.
probably about 190.
I mean, how tall?
5'4".
No, too much.
Okay.
That's short.
Anyways,
Yes.
Joe Biden has been in Washington, D.C. for over 4 decades. There's not a
Totally.
doubt
Yeah,
in my
for
mind
sure.
that man was fully conscious of the fact that he was used as a puppet, as a
100%.
as a talking, and he went right along with
At
it.
least,
and he's
at least when he started.
he's profiteered from it. His family has profiteered
Did he
from it.
sell his soul to the devil?
You're absolutely motherfucking right. He did 100%.
If the devil's
willingly,
if the devil's nickname
Willingly.
is the U.S. government, yes.
and they could be. I mean,
Maybe.
why? There's no reason. There's literally no reason to trust the federal government. They are some shady
No.
mofos.
I gotcha.
Pass the glass.
Well, we do. Well, okay. What do we trust the U.S. government with?
I mean, you don't have a choice. They've integrated into our life.
According to Savage Bro, we got a choice.
The only
Well, I mean, we
You
could
do.
wage war right here. You heard it
you
first.
can. You do always have a
Revolution 2.0 at the Whiskey Bros
Yeah.
Savage. Or,
Yeah, Savage
Animal
slash
Shack.
the road. I mean, Savage is hearkening back to some real honest philosophic material. And
Yeah, for real. Like how much treading on are we going to take?
yeah,
Again, we're all fucked. We're just fucked a little less because we live in Texas.
Indeed.
well, okay. So Jordan Peterson talks about the fact that people can't just, not everybody can just put their foot down and say fuck you to the system because they gotta like feed their family.
This happened
Right?
during COVID.
Yeah,
You-
and, like he got to a point where he could say like fuck you, I'm not rolling over, but he had to get to a point.
Yeah.
And not everybody's at that point.
Nurses and doctors had to continue on their life so they could support their family. And they were told,
Nah, that's not true either.
I mean,
They had to bend over and take it to stay exactly the same way that their life is living then. They could have found another job. They could have went and did something else until the COVID thing blew off and then went back to nursing.
yeah, but that's
Always
hard.
It is hard.
you
That's the
can't predict,
problem.
you can't predict
Yeah.
the future. Like you can't.
That's
you-
hard.
You have there's no degree of certainty that says if I leave A, I will find B.
Ask the Jews how it worked out for them.
I mean, not well.
I mean, it worked
Not
pretty.
well.
No, okay.
Now, yes.
Now,
But okay, for instance, if
this
you're
is
in
the grand
if you're
arc
in
that
the, if you're
Ty
in the,
Rambo was talking about.
yes, if you're in the jet and
Okay,
Abdul's cousin over here
this is
comes
a
at you,
super valid point, bro.
knowing what you know now,
Yeah,
he's got a box cutter and says he has a bomb.
I know what my brain says now.
Now, yes, nobody knows until you're in that,
Right.
because sometimes your brain tells your body get up and tackle his ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, but because
But then you can't move.
Okay, so what's wild is, here's what's wild is my guess is because 9/11 happened if it happened to us, you and I being on a plane, we would tackle the mofo.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because 9/11 happened.
Yeah, and we're hyper vigilant.
Well, so
Yeah.
However, let me interject here with a different perspective.
Okay.
In that time before we really knew how serious hijackers were, specifically Islamic radicals, what if those hijackers were like, look, we've got weapons, we're taking over this plane, but we're going to land it and you're all going to be fine. Just don't mess with us.
Well, didn't the other plane that crashed out in the woods, they were saying all that, and the people were like, screw you, and they tackled the guy.
And they still crashed.
Well, yes.
Sure.
Well, so that is the option that you have is, well, maybe they are just going to park the plane and maybe the government FBI guys are going to come in and shoot these guys and we're going to walk off.
Yeah.
That is the option.
Yeah.
But knowing what you know now,
yes.
do you take that option and go, fuck it?
Yeah, but we can't judge people who didn't because
Right. No.
No, you fucking Leroy Jenkins their ass.
Yeah. That's what I'm doing. I'm gathering 10 of the dudes in the plane and going, listen, guys, I'll take the first stab.
Mm-hmm.
He's not going to stab all of you.
Now. Okay,
No,
so
I would have done it then. I've always said that same thing. Just like the Marine dudes on the train. That's exactly what they did. They took the dudes over and they had AK-47s.
Mm-hmm.
Right. But
there's more people than two dudes with guns can handle.
But that's not so I think the most relevant aspect is to put yourself in the shoes of the German populace at the time of the Nazi era, or put yourself. This is really hard to imagine. You're just gonna have to go with me on this one. Put yourself in the shoes of Californians.
Never do that.
I know. I'm just saying, though. I'm saying so I follow some people, Brett Weinstein and Heather Heying, Dark Horse podcast, and they're like evolutionary biologists, and we're all nerds, and it's cool. But it's so interesting to hear. So they are in like Seattle, Washington. That's where they live.
Yep. And
it's interesting to hear them talk about the pressure of the populace. It's like, okay, they didn't stand up and say anything for the longest time because it was only a seedy like suspicion in their brains, but everybody around them was just going along with it. It's like, it must have been the same thing in Nazi Germany too. They were just like, everybody was going along with it.
Yeah. Because you thought the outcome was probably going to be like, okay, well, this war is over with. We've got to suffer through this shitty situation, and then they let us out and we go back to their lives until it's too late. And now your bros are dying or being starved, but you're in a fucking cage.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Well, in the spirit of the conversation that we're having, standing up. I mean, it's been a little while since we've had a Dr. Savage.
Oh no.
Moment. So. Clyde's written in a few questions from
listeners.
Yeah,
unprofessionals.
Not from listeners, from actual people that need help.
That you dickheads wouldn't let me read beforehand.
No, Dr. Savage, you don't get to read beforehand. No. So, Doc, I'm gonna let you take the reins on this one, and
music makes me.
I don't know where
sleepy.
These questions came from, so I'm gonna imagine as I say them.
The unprofessionals.
Dr. Savage.
Yes.
Fuck going outside. It's hot.
Is that a question?
Yeah. No, it's a statement.
Quit being a puss. It's only May. July is coming.
I know. July's coming, and it's going to be hotter.
Yes. You live in Texas, dumbass.
I might die.
You won't die. But if you do, it'll be a better place.
Do they have air conditioning in heaven?
Well, you're going to hell because you're a vagina. So no.
How do you survive out there, Dr. Savage?
Because I'm bad motherfucker. That's right.
That's pretty hard. That's hard to follow.
I was. What is the Bane? You only adopted the heat. I was born in it.
Okay.
I was born on a screen-in porch with a swamp cooler.
Okay, next one. Dr.
that's pretty good.
Savage, my mower won't start. What do I do?
Go buy a new one.
I can't afford a new mower.
Hire somebody to mow your grass.
I can't afford that. I want to get out there and mow my own lawn because I want to be a real man.
Well, a real man would work on the mower and get it working.
But how do I figure out what's wrong with the mower? I don't know anything about mowers.
Call me. I'll come look at it for you.
You're awesome,
'Cause
Dr.
I'm
Savage.
a real man.
The fuck wrote in a therapy question about a mower. This person was so distraught they couldn't mow their lawn.
Okay, do we want to keep going? You want me to continue?
Yeah, we got one more, don't we?
Okay, yeah.
Let's do it. This whiskey's pretty good too.
I gotta wait till this music
Yeah,
picks
you
up
do.
again. Hans Zimmerman. He's great.
Hans.
He's
You know he's got
probably my-
relatives in
Is he German?
Auschwitz.
Hans.
Yeah,
Yeah,
probably is, for sure.
Sorry, Hans, if you'd like to come on the show and
Yeah.
talk about your music
Come on
and
on.
disprove us of your Nazi past.
Dr.
100%?
Savage.
Yes.
My armpits sweat more than what's normal.
Yes.
This greatly disturbs me.
How tall are you?
5'3",
How much do you weigh?
275 pounds.
That's probably why your armpits sweat more than they should.
Wow, you're really making me feel bad about myself right now.
You literally came to the door that says Dr. Savage. That's what I'm supposed to make you do.
I'm kind of speechless.
Well, good.
I don't know. What do I do about my
work here is
armpits?
done. Put deodorant on.
I do, but it cakes up in my armpit and then gets all over my shirt. And then sometimes when I wear a black shirt and I put it on, I have these white lines on my shirt from where my deodorant got on my black shirt.
Be a real man and get a woman to wash that shirt for you, other than your mom.
I don't have a woman in my life.
Well, don't worry about your armpit sweat then.
But I want a woman. I want to go get a woman.
Just get your mom to wash your shirt.
Oh my God.
Oh, I could not continue with that.
Heart palpitations for sure. I'm sweating.
Yeah. I know
Holding
it's
that
hot
back.
in here.
Oh, I always feel a good cleanse after a bout with Dr. Savage.
Yeah.
Sweating is
Is your,
right.
your
Oh
arm
my gosh.
Your armpit
Yeah.
sweating over there?
Oh,
That's awesome.
Okay, good one,
music
Clyde.
That music is great.
I know.
I know
it's
we
so
pay you for
soothing.
something. It's all of
Yeah.
a sudden clear.
Thanks, Clyde.
Yep. Thanks a lot. All right, on to this next whiskey.
Okay.
It is
thanks.
whiskey number 4. Penderyn.
You said derp.
Selt.
Penderpin.
It's Welsh.
Penderyn.
Penderyn. Selt.
Celt.
I think you actually got it right.
I think it is. Yeah.
We were trying to pronounce that for like 5 minutes before the episode.
Penderyn.
We need to. Oh, that was another person who sent me a bottle of. I was going to say we need to call our buddy Will, who's very proud of his Welsh heritage.
Yes,
but he just randomly sent me a bottle of Williams White Label. Like, I'm giving it a try. Like, okay,
that's awesome.
All right, Will,
pretty
you're gonna have
tasty.
to let us know how bad Heath or we all butchered Penderyn.
Penderyn. It's a Welsh single malt. It's not very peaty. Like
These all have such a lovely nose on them, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think the Scottish one's still my favorite, but
I like that one a lot.
It's pretty tasty.
It'd go nice with some tea bread.
It's just yes. Oh God, dang it! That is what we forgot to do tonight.
Yeah,
I had brought in a fancy olive oil, and because of you, somebody had a frog.
Yeah, that was my esophagus talking. That's my esophagus wanted to say
because
something.
of you.
Yeah.
I doubt they could hear that, but I heard
Okay.
it, so it's funny.
Because of me, something. Yeah,
I
olive
bought
oil.
like the most expensive fucking balsamic I could possibly get because you came to my house and you
Why'd you do that?
You lambasted me about the balsamic that I had in my fridge. You were so pissed off about
I
it.
am a balsamic snob.
Yeah, whenever I had it, I was like, "Here's some balsamic." He's like,
Nah.
"This is shit."
Yeah.
You broke
like,
it on the floor?
Yeah,
I
like
think
he's
I poured it out of the bottle and just poured out like
Yeah.
liquid.
Yeah.
It was just like in-ass balsamic. Might as well have been soy sauce.
I've never seen this man get too worked up about much. He was pissed off that night about the balsamic in my fridge.
Yeah.
So
Well,
you've got to.
Why do you have this shit?
You should have just bought the stuff he gets.
That's
This is
true.
the best.
Well, we got to try.
We
It
do.
wasn't the most expensive. There was more. So it was like mid-range. It's silver tier.
Oh, so we're gonna have a balsamic off.
You have to make some.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
We should. Everybody needs to go buy their individual balsamic. You have to make more of your bread, though.
Okay.
Yeah, one skillet.
Next episode, I will.
Next episode.
But, and not just balsamic. Like, the pairing has to be balsamic and
the olive oil. Okay,
yes.
done.
Yeah.
All right.
Next
Okay,
episode, this is going to happen. So you got to
it's
go
on.
find nice olive oil, and
I'll make
I'll tell you, I will
some
tell you,
bread.
we're from Jimmy's Italian Food Market in Dallas. So Jimmy's Food Mart.
Oh, so
Look
this
it
is
up.
like legit.
Oh yeah,
It's like
I paid
this
the
is where
tariff.
the mafia hang out.
I paid the tariff to import that shit over here from Italy.
Oh shit.
So
Indeed.
balsamic off.
Balsamic
Okay.
off.
Okay.
It's going to happen. You got to make some bread though.
Yeah, done.
And I'm
Done.
sorry,
I'm-
apologizing in advance to our unprofessionals.
Of
that
this?
we're yeah, it's gonna be good. We got to wrap this shit up.
We do.
We got two more whiskey, or one more whiskey.
Oh, we do have one more.
One more.
Yeah, we
One
might as well
more.
keep going. Okay, so Savage Bro, this isn't Dr. Savage.
Okay.
Savage Bro, do AC systems suck now or not? They don't make them like they used to.
ACs like air conditioners?
Yeah.
Homes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you mean they don't make them like they used to?
Well, they're
That's
just
the claim.
the longevity.
Yeah, people are claiming that. They are saying it.
I am 40, almost 5, and I've only been through 2 AC units.
That was my
Okay.
argument when we were discussing
I
these
don't
with
know
Clyde.
if
Like,
I believe that or
I
not.
feel like they're making them better. Like they're more efficient. They cool way, way better.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they seem to, knock on the wood,
Yeah. I know.
last.
Mine just blew up. But yeah, so who is
You got a
they?
replacement. We know where that is.
I'm guessing that
It's
had
like
to come
people
from
out in
somewhere.
the community, they're having to replace their AC systems because they go out and they're like, yeah, they don't last as long. I talked to the realtor, who sold or was helping us buy a house. And she was like, yeah, you're going to have to think about this because this AC is only 5 years old. And,
Or
you might just get like 10 years out of it.
Yeah.
And ACs just don't last like they used to.
yeah.
And so I just hear this around.
Or are AC guys using the same strategy that
Mechanics
roofers
and everyone
Roofers,
use.
he's like, oh man, your AC's working. You call them to do a checkup or
Yeah.
tune up on it, and they're like, yeah, it's working, but
We could
not
replace this, but
it's not running at its peak efficiency.
Yeah.
So I think there's some
14 grand later.
Or if something happens and you call a service guy out there and it's a fuse and he's like, the whole thing blew up, you got to buy a new one.
Yeah.
Then what are you going to do?
I don't know.
You're going to buy a new one. I can tell you because you live in Texas.
Yeah. Yeah. And no doubt it's going to happen in August.
Yeah, you're just like, fucking get it done as soon as quick. Just get in here tomorrow, whatever. I don't care. I'll pay whatever.
Since we're on to AC talks, I don't know about the longevity. So far,
Yeah.
I've had pretty decent luck with.
Clyde asked AI, and AI seemed to think that they don't last as long as they used to.
Well, Clyde, I think the AI might be a little wrong on this.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We did just replace Animal Shack Studio HVAC.
Yeah, but it still worked. It was still working.
Yeah, so it was still working. Okay.
Yeah.
It was 15 years old, still trucking. We replaced it because this one's a little more quiet.
For recording purposes.
Yeah. More efficient. This is an inverter style. So have you read about the inverter ACs? They're the new thing, and they're pretty awesome. It's like which is back to our point we were talking about earlier. This is technology that could have been out there 20 years ago, but it's now just like economic and mainstream.
Okay.
But they're traditional style, but the compressor runs like a car motor. When your normal traditional air conditioner turns on, it's boom, it's on 100% or running, baby.
All the way.
But then you have the off and you on, okay? And when you on, that thing surges power until it levels to get started up. The inverter style is able to run like a car motor. So you have RPMs that if you need more cooling, that thing ramps up to 100%. When the room's cooled off a little bit, okay, now we've reduced production down to 20% or 30%.
Not all the way on.
Not all the way on. Or not all the way off ever. It's on. It's continuously running, but you're never shutting it off, the hard stop and then the really hard power surge back on. So it ebbs and flows with the needs of the room, which they say provides more consistent cooling. You have less of the temperature fluctuations and a lot less electrical usage because you're not spiking that amperage when the thing starts up every time.
So you're going to save the earth.
I don't know. That kind of sounds like the same bullshit they try to tell us that the whatever the new technology of when you go up to a stoplight, your damn car shuts off.
Oh no, that's stupid.
They tried to tell us this is so much better, and it's
so much better.
No, you're proving my point.
Yeah, you got to wait for the car to start.
Hold on, you're proving my point because what are you doing? The car is shutting off. Now you have to power the starter to start the car again. The whole time that thing's not running, nothing is circulating, no coolant circulating, so the engine is just sitting there heat soaking.
Yeah, stupid.
Your air conditioner classically was doing the same thing. It just stopped. It just shut off. So what's more efficient is to let it run and let it do its own. So what you just proved my point.
So they say.
So AC's got differentials and gearboxes.
Yes. Oh. Which has served the automobile pretty well for the last 100 years.
Yeah, but now that AC used to be $200 and now it's $450 because they say it's
not that big of a
markup. You might save.
It's maybe a $20
$200 over the life of the AC.
You might, or you might not.
Well, I mean, that's valid.
Nobody knows.
And the price of electricity is going to go up over that time.
100%.
And so you're probably not, well, okay. So what you're asking is, okay, would you, if you had kept the AC, but you didn't because you replaced it, but would you save the money that you wouldn't save if you hadn't replaced the AC? It's all.
I have no idea.
As long as you kept it long enough, as long as it worked for over a 10-year period.
All I know is there's a said AC window unit in a certain cabin down on the Llano River that I'll put up against any new AC unit, and that's the one in the river cabin.
Oh, is that the avocado green dryer?
Yeah. Meanwhile,
it's a meat locker in that room.
The neighbor's lights are dimming every time it comes on.
I don't care. It freaking cools, boy.
That thing does cool, but it's been rebuilt, has it not? No, I thought you said
not that one.
Your wife's uncle's rebuilt.
No, that was the one. That's the one in the living room.
Oh, okay.
It didn't last so long.
It didn't. They rebuilt it. Yeah. So since we're on AC talk, heat pump or no heat pump?
Heat pump.
I hate them.
Why?
I think they're stupid.
Why?
Because they're not meant for winters.
They're not meant for winters that get colder than 25 degrees.
Yeah, and every time you do, you gotta go out there and defrost your whole goddamn thing. I hate them.
You just switch it. They should automatically switch over to the heat strip on the inside, which burns more electricity.
No, the only time they switch is if you have it on emergency heat.
Yeah, that's true. You can switch them manually, but newer ones will do it.
Just give me the heat. I don't need all that bull crap.
Dang.
What do they do? Tell you it saves you electricity in the summertime?
Yeah,
my AC never stops anyway.
Okay.
How's the heat pump saving me money?
I don't know. I don't even know what a heat pump is.
In your situation, is not a heat pump. It's a reversible air conditioning.
Oh, so
and 90% of if you don't have a gas, if you don't have a gas supply at your house, the heat pump's the only way to go.
No, it's not.
How do you heat your house?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Without a gas supply, there's no other choice. Because if you utilize the electricity to heat your house without a heat pump, your electricity bill is going to be gargantuan.
Because when the heat strips come on,
yes,
that's when your bill goes up. That is the Texas single malt.
Okay,
very dry.
Swift.
Okay. Thanks to our listener that donated these.
Swift Saltrine I don't even know.
You have broke me from my 2-week abstinence.
What is that? What is that word?
That's
Soldering.
Soldering cask?
Soldering cask.
That's a wood?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, it has to be a cast, right?
Or it could be another sort of alcohol. Because you
it's
have
not bad. I know.
It's
tasty.
You have like brandy casks and sherry casks, and so I don't know if Soldering is a liqueur.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks for the unprofessional.
I kind of like this.
I don't
one.
know if I'm going to throw our name out there.
I would say
you know who
this
you
one
are.
gets my vote,
but anyway,
not just because it's Texas.
Yeah, you just like it the most.
Yeah,
it is. It's pretty.
That's pretty
good.
simple.
Yep.
Simple and fair. I just like it the most.
Yeah,
you don't have to get all detailed.
Yeah.
It's kind of sweet.
I like this one.
I do. It's very enjoyable. I think that one and the Scottish. Those are my two favorite.
Okay.
Well, I don't know what Heath's conclusion is, but mine is I think the modern AC technology outlasts older.
Okay.
I think I agree, but like I don't know because like I said, I've only been through 2 of them. So I mean, what
guess we'll
what
find
is
out.
old? I guess what I mean.
Like
one thing is for certain. Yeah, the Earth is not getting cooler.
Mm-hmm.
How's that? How do you know that?
I'm just saying, like Texas summers are not stopping.
No.
But
I mean, we've had mild summers,
sure,
and we've had horrible summers.
Yeah, because we live in Texas.
It's not consistent, right?
But it's going to suck either way.
It's going to suck either way.
Even a mild summer sucks in Texas.
I can tell you what we're going to have this year.
What are we going to have?
We're going to have mosquitoes the size of that goddamn laptop from all the flooding.
Yeah,
they're gonna be like mosquito drones.
Yes, I think we're gonna have.
They're gonna come suck you dry.
Yes,
I don't want to become the old codger that just disses new technology. Like, they don't build automobiles like they used to. You're like, no, Grandpa Bill, they don't, because your automobile in a crash would sever your head from the dashboard. These are built to crumple around and save your ass potentially and everybody else in the car.
That's a valid point, bro.
No, it's not, because nobody ever says they don't build automobiles like they used to, talking about the frames.
We're not talking about the frame. We're talking about the overall car.
No, they're talking about
body
the
panel,
repairability of the car itself.
Well, what you just said is no, Grandpa, they don't, because now they built to crunch around you.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody cares about that shit. Nobody goes buys a car and go, hey, what's going to happen when I have a wreck?
I look at the safety.
No,
I look at the safety rating.
You did not.
They do those
when
crash
you went and
tests
bought
for a
that
reason.
Escalade, you didn't think, hey, what's the safety test rate on this?
Actually, yes, I did.
No.
Are you telling me what I didn't?
Yes.
I actually talked to a person that had one that totaled it, and nobody in the car had a scratch on it.
I can say that about everything. I can say that about a Dodge Durango.
Okay, maybe so.
Okay.
I bought it because I liked it. And yes, it's a safe car for the family.
Right there.
Savage Bro calls bullshit.
But it is also, I'm not going to go put my, I like a Mazda Miata. I'm not going to put my family in a Mazda Miata.
Why do you like a Mazda Miata?
Because they're badass little sports cars.
Are they?
Yes.
I don't know if they are.
Again, the point is, I'm not putting my family, it's not a family car because it's not safe.
But like you could say, so if you brought the same conversation about ACs that you had, making them better or worse, you asked me that about cars. I'm going to say I'm 100% on the wagon of they don't make them anywhere near as good as they used to.
I'm going to say they make them better.
No way.
100%. They make them better.
Nah, they don't last as long. You can't work on them. You got to take it. They make them for you to have to take to the shop.
That's just because
that was not me.
That was me, I think. This is the whiskey coming back up.
That's okay. So it's complicated. It's complicated because while the safety rating may be higher, you can't change shit out.
You can't do anything to the new cars.
You can't do anything to them. You have to take them to the dealership to get the oil changed.
You still can. You can work on them. You just have to know how.
You have to have a computer.
As did classic mechanic. Yeah, you have to. A computer is a tool. We all use a computer on the daily. We can't function in life without a computer now. You can, but it's
you can't
highly
go plug
unrealistic.
that computer up to your car and do what you need to do. That's the thing. And
yes, you could. It depends on the software you have installed.
It's not going to do what it needs to. It's not.
It's like complicated taxes.
It doesn't matter.
You have to have a professional that knows how to work.
Yes.
Or you have to know how to work it. You have to use. You have to know how to use the tools.
Yeah, but
so yes, you can still work on your vehicles. You just need to know how. You need to have the right tools.
No, and you got to have $1 million to buy said tools now.
That was still a situation in the past. You had
to have a wrench and a screwdriver and a pair of channel locks.
I mean, you can still get it done with those, I'm sure.
No, you cannot.
I don't think we're coming to
no way
consistency on this subject.
I'm going to say that a fucking car built in the 60s that was rusted and clapped out in 10 years.
Why would it be rusted in 10 years? Because it was built in the 60s.
The point is, the paint they used back then and the treatment of the frame and the underbody, vehicles rusted out really quick.
I literally have a 60 car in my, or no, it's a 70. 60. No, 60. I don't remember.
How many miles are on it?
Hell if I know.
Yeah, exactly. It's never left the garage.
What kind of car is it?
The Mustang.
Oh,
if you put something in storage and take care of it, yes, it'll stick around.
I don't know about it. I know plenty of people driving 70 model pickups.
I know plenty of people that are driving 99 GMC Yukons with 600,000 miles on it.
Who is these plenty of people you know?
Oh, my sister would be one for right now, but she just bought one. And look at those old Silverados and those old Yukons and with the Tahoes that had the Vortec engines. Those are still on the road.
If you went down to
going.
Mexico, you would see a lot of those cars.
Those things are still running.
That's where they take them.
Yeah.
Those things are still running. They still serve a purpose. I know that modern automobiles come with their caveats. Trust me, I know. But I would argue they are building them much better than those in the past.
And Mexican, and I don't know how to say this so it doesn't sound racist. Jeez.
I mean, everybody already knows.
The ingenuity.
They cook your fish
okay,
for
Mexican
you, so.
ingenuity. Those people have those cars duct taped together. That's like the work that they've done on the car hasn't involved a high grade computer, but they keep them running. They just sort of wire. They put.
Well, I think they discontinued
fencing wire, from this connection to this connection.
Right.
Duct tape this and
they just remove the computer parts.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe, yeah. But they're not dialing in there. Maybe the AC doesn't work.
Yeah, or maybe your night vision doesn't work on it.
Yeah.
Don't know what you're talking about. So the core of the automobile is still there. It's all the other creature features and convenience and comforts that are where the fault lies mostly now. But the core, the heartbeat, the powertrain is still essentially the same.
Maybe better.
Maybe. Lots better.
According to
So let me ask this, since we're on automobile talk. Why doesn't a automobile maker, name them, Ford, Chevy, Jeep, Dodge, Tesla,
a Hyundai,
any of them, why won't they come out with a base car?
I'm about to blow your mind.
With a radio, AC, heat, and that's the top three.
They will. Right, because money.
It was Saturn.
Money.
It was Saturn.
Yeah. So that's happening.
Everybody says they will. They will. They keep.
No, have you not
Elon
seen
says he was going to.
Have you not seen the Slate truck?
No.
It's a bare bones, no frills. Anyways,
you don't ever see that anywhere.
You're not listening to me.
I am.
The big push now is back to analog, and they are going to price that as a luxury.
Oh.
Well,
I think you're right.
So my real question is, why doesn't let's just throw out Chevy. Why doesn't Chevrolet come out with a 4-door, like a Colorado style pickup?
Yeah.
With nothing, bare bones, like I just said, a radio, AC and heat, roll up windows, crank windows, base as you can get it. Sell that thing for
$11,999.
Sell it for $11,000.
Yeah.
They would sell millions of them.
Yeah.
Why won't they come out with that?
Because their margins are not as high, and their factories are tuned and set up to install all of these components. They would completely have to retool and rekey their factory to install a base model, which will happen. It'll be a luxury.
So how much is a Slate?
Starting at $20,000.
Wow, that's not that bad.
Cab electric pickup truck that will cost from under $20,000 when it goes on sale.
It's electric.
In late 2026.
I mean, they get used to it.
That leaves the factory will be
still
identical,
a vehicle,
apart from a choice of 2 different batteries.
Whether it's powered by gas or electric,
one is going to be Billy basic spec.
Yeah, but if it was a gas, it'd be cheaper than $20,000.
There's no central entertainment
wind-up
screen,
windows.
No
Did you see that?
paint. These
Dude,
are plastic
I'm on.
However, there is a world of accessories and upgrades and wraps, which mean with your bare hands and zero mechanical experience, you can turn it into something like this. Or this. Or this.
Or this. Or this.
Or this. Or this. Or this. Or this. Or this. Or this.
Kind of like the floral arrangement.
Or this. 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 The company is called Slate Auto, based out of Troy, Michigan, with financial backing from a Mr. Jeff Bezos.
Oh God, shut it down.
Yeah, okay.
Shut it off.
Studio today to find
You
out
just lost me. I'm not even putting it on
Jeff
the screen.
Bezos.
I'm not even putting it on the screen.
Look at the interior.
No.
Knobs for
That's pretty
ACs.
basic.
Are you telling me you don't shop on Amazon?
Bezos.
Okay,
Are you
so
telling
the
me you never buy
$20,000
anything on
price
Amazon?
tag
Hold
has
on.
me a little interested.
Yeah, and roll up windows.
Yeah.
Are you
Yeah.
telling me you don't buy anything from Amazon?
That's why I'm not putting it on screen.
Tell me right now. Tell your listeners you don't buy anything from Amazon. You never utilize Amazon.
Well, of course I do. That's
Well,
why
you're part
I'm
of the
not
problem.
giving him no more, though.
That's it. That's where you draw the line.
Draw the line on his stupid truck. Yes.
I'm
Yes.
$20 price tag.
$20?
No, 20,000.
Oh, 20,000.
Yeah.
It's like, well, I have to buy
I did
one
say
now.
$20.
I have
You
to
did.
buy one.
Yeah.
$20 I have to buy
I'll
one.
buy one for 20. $20,000 though. You can find a used Honda Civic just as good for less than that.
Okay, maybe.
No, maybe you can. You can find a Tesla less than that now.
I'm just saying. So, a new vehicle
For
built
20 grand.
in 2026.
And it won't be 20 grand. That's starting and MSRP and taxes and blah blah blah. You're gonna be back up to $26,000.
So we're also
or something
We'll
you
see.
can't use except to drive.
You're probably right. Usually you're right, bro.
Usually.
So probably
Sometimes.
you're right.
Yes.
Don't inflate him too much.
I'm just saying. Usually he's right.
We are neglecting like a big factor though of like older or used automobiles, and that is the user and how well that automobile has been taken care of in his life. Yeah.
Also a valid point,
Yeah.
bro.
So I mean, routine maintenance is a real thing.
Is it?
Oh God. You drive your truck 25,000 miles without an oil change. I'll change mine at every 5,000. We'll see how.
I know a lot of people that they don't change their oil very often at all.
I'm sure they're trading in their vehicles every year too.
No.
How many miles you got? 2010 Tundra.
13.
2013 Tundra.
Somewhere in 150ish.
Okay.
In between 150 and 160. I don't remember.
I have changed the oil of a diesel pickup that went 18,000 miles without an oil change. And I can tell you, not anecdotally, own first-hand experience, that stuff came out like a sludge factory. So it's
still running just fine.
It could be argued.
Yeah, Whiskey Bros verified.
100%.
Change your oil.
Fact check. Change your oil.
Change your oil.
Or have
fill your
someone
windshield
do it.
fluid. It's the worst. Your windshield wiper fluid's low.
Low.
Yeah. All right. I'm
No, I'm
done.
gonna tell you the worst.
Whoa. Okay. All right.
The goddamn tire monitor light.
Yeah.
They never go off.
He just
you just live with it.
Yeah, I don't even mess with mine. I'll look at it and it'll be blinking at me. I'm like,
Oh, well.
You just live with it.
I was like, oh, it's 20 degrees cooler. It's coming on. It's stupid.
Yeah, you look at the tire and
It's
like,
just fine.
obviously
Yeah,
it's
like,
fine.
there's nothing wrong with it.
You don't even have to check the pressure.
Nah.
Yeah, it's like I don't hear any noise. We're
Yeah,
okay.
that's fine.
Is Clyde happy? Clyde, did he report to
he
you?
gave us-
Or he gave
I
us thumbs
I
up?
think he's
up.
asleep,
Yeah.
honestly. Honestly, he hadn't texted in like
Well, he's been trying these same whiskeys that we have, so he's probably just passed
He's
out.
a lightweight.
He is. Well, he's really had a formal introduction to Whiskey Bros lore.
We'll
All
get
right.
you on, Kyle. I keep telling him we're gonna get you on.
No, we won't.
Man.
No, we won't.
We
It's
just
in
give
his-
him a little mic.
It's in his
back there.
contract.
Yeah. No, he can't ever be a guest.
Can't ever be a
He's
guest.
hired. We don't pay people to be on this show.
Mm-mm. We don't even get paid to be on this.
Sorry,
show.
I
Clyde.
know he's making the money. We're not. I'm gonna go punch Clyde just because.
Just because.
Sorry, dude.
We're
He's not
coming.
listening.
We're coming for
No,
him.
he's
No,
done.
passed out.
You hadn't had a response in like the last 20 minutes.
Yeah, right. He's not even texting me now.
And who the hell names their child Clyde anymore?
Virgil Leather Company.
Check them out.
For anything you need.
VirgilLeather.com.
Sponsor. Yep.
Evan Williams.
We got some merch. We got some more merch coming from them.
Yep.
Evan Williams, if you
Evan Williams,
would
Wild
like
Label.
to sponsor us, go
Sponsor
for it.
us. We gave you much love.
You made a lot of sales because of us, Evan Williams. Heaven,
That is-
a.k.a. Heaven
that
Hill.
is technically true.
We need to call him and tell him you need to watch that episode.
Clyde! Call Evan Williams, Heaven Hill.
You ain't gonna wake him up.
I'm not. I'm gonna have to go knock on the door.
His room's soundproof, bro.
He just texted.
Oh, did he?
Oh, you woke him up?
Yeah, he said, fuck you.
He's like, wrap it up, you stupid whores.
All right.
Good night.
Adios.
You've been listening to the Whiskey Bros Around the Table. Gracias por convivir con los hermanos Whiskey.